Hi, I'm Kelsey Tackett and I'm from Floyd County. I'm here to talk to you today about hunting. I'm going to start by telling you my experience of killing my first deer. My first deer I killed with a bow. I put in long hours, a lot of money, and a lot of hard work and dedication into my hunt. So me and my dad went in from the tree stand, and it came about, I think it was like 5 o'clock in the evening, and the deer walked out of the woods. I knew whenever I pulled my bow up that I had to take every ounce of dedication and hard work I put into it to get the kill. And I got it. It was a good clean shot, and it was a very humane kill. My dad helped me drag it out of the woods, we gutted it, and we had it for dinner the next night. And it was an experience that really taught me a lot and something I'm never going to forget. So my first point is that hunting is not only for just recreation and fun, it's actually a sport. It's very mentally exhausting to go hunting and have to sit there all day waiting for just a deer to come out of the field. Then it's also physically exhausting. You have to walk to that tree stand, you have to put the hours in, you have to put the hours into scouting and setting up your stand and putting out your feed. And that's a lot of stuff that you don't see unless you actually go hunting. And my second reason is that bonding with friends and family. When you go hunting, you're going to make a lot of memories. Like I said, my dad and me, he was with me when I killed my first deer. That was one of the most memorable experiences I had with my dad. Then also I took my sister hunting for her first time. And she'll probably never go again, but it was still nice to have that memory with her. My third reason is that you really do build like a love and respect for the nature and just the animals you're hunting. When you're out there in the environment in your tree stand, you really learn to love and respect those animals because you're there in their environment. You have to be one with the environment, and you really can appreciate how hard the hunt is, and you can appreciate the animals you're hunting. So, for my first reason that hunting is not just a recreation, it's also a sport, I looked up on disabledworld.com and it was talking about paraplegic archery. So my speech is specifically focusing on bow hunting because that's what I enjoy doing and I see the more challenge in it. So it said in the article that archery is a sport that nearly anyone can pursue despite the disability and their experience. So this is just basically talking about that in the Olympics now they've opened up for paraplegics archery. And it's becoming a sport because, for those people that can't do basketball or football or gymnastics, they have something they can look forward to, they can challenge themselves with, and they can really feel like they're part of the Olympics and part of the sport. And it's something that makes everybody feel good about themselves. So then I looked at the postgazette.com and they did a survey and it said, the survey released last week mirrors previous findings that a large majority of Americans approve of legal hunting and recreational shooting activities. A third of Americans, it said, want to give a target shooting or sport shooting a try. And nearly half of the respondents have eaten wild caught meat during the last year. So this is showing that hunting really is catching on, and not only hunting, but the sports side of it, like the archery side of it. And also I like the fact that it talks about how people really do eat the meat we kill, because I've even told everybody I won't kill something I won't eat. My second point is you bond with friends and family. And like I said, that's one of the best experiences I had with my dad. But I also found an article on Robinson Outdoors where Scott Robinson, he's the owner of this company, and he was just talking about how hunting has really brought his family together and they've grown closer as a family and better morally because of hunting. He wrote in the article, being driven by his love for his family, strong faith, and a keen sense for right and wrong, Scott is that bull in the boardroom and is proud of all the family and his company supports. But like many of us, Scott's an onion with many layers that sometimes can only surface on a wild African boar hunt. He goes on hunts all over the world, and he takes his children along with him now that they've got of age. And he says, as a family, it's really brought them closer together. It's helped teach his son to be good more people and have respect for nature. So, my next thing I'm going to talk about is that you build a love and respect for nature. And it really does. You wouldn't think it, but when you're out there, it really does. You really learn the beneficial aspects of hunting for the environment. Being a hunter, I've seen the bad part of the environment, as in the lack for food. I've seen, animals, fight and all that stuff. So you really do learn to respect, and you learn a lot about nature. So I found it's called blognature.org, and there is a quote on it saying, I now suspect that just as the deer herd lives in mortal fear of its wolves, so does a mountain live in mortal fear of its deer. Saying that the deer are just overpopulated, and that they really are killing the environment. Hunting is more beneficial than people see. And this is what I mean by saying you build a love and respect for nature. Because you see that there needs to be hunting. We need environmental control. And we need to help control the environment and help control the deer population. So to go back to my 3 main points, they would be in 1, hunting is not only recreation and fun, it is a sport. 2, hunting is a wonderful way to bond with your family. And then lastly, hunting helps you learn a love and respect for nature and animals that you are hunting. So I've just presented you information regarding the fact that hunting is not an activity where cruel people just go out looking for their kill. It's that hunting is a respectful, traditional thing. Here in the mountains of eastern Kentucky, we all love hunting. I mean, where I come from, when hunting season comes in, we take off school. So it's a traditional thing more than anything, but it's also a good way to learn right from wrong and teach your kids a better way to live. Lastly, I want to leave you with something that is close to my heart, and it's a Bible verse about hunting. And this Bible verse is Genesis 3:27, if some of you all might know about it. And it says that God said, "Now then, please take your gear, your quiver, and your bow, and go out in the field and hunt game for me." And I think that's really awesome that it's in the Bible about that, because people do criticize hunters for being these cruel, awful people. But hunting is a traditional thing. It's been done since way before me or you, and it's something that needs to continue. And I think everybody should try hunting at least once. Thank you.